let's stop and talk to this vicar guy. How do we get in? Is this the entrance?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
This place does seem like unusually well kept compared to like everything else we've seen. Like everything else kind of looked I don't want to say dirty, but just I don't know. Alright, so I like that we have a companion though. That's cool, especially if like getting a fight, but also it's good to kind of have someone along with and you can talk to. That way it isn't as boring. Nothing against people who like to just play it solo, but I like having somebody that you can just kind of talk to, or like you can have dialogue with and stuff like that.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions.
Tossball?
Way out of town. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Okay.
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I mean...
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
That's nice.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Okay, okay, I'm hearing you.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M'Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Alright, I'll look
Thank
for
you.
it.
If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Oh, why don't you come along?
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Please get it. What would you like to discuss? They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with
I
nothing.
want to go through all the different conversations here just
How
to make sure I
about,
don't miss anything.
Work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
Okay.
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything.
Good lord.
The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Alright, well that was interesting.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Okay. Get to know her a little bit here. Alright. I'm going to save. Alright, we have a bunch of stuff we have to do right now. Let's find the landing area. I can't remember 100% if this is the way or not. We'll find it. The Saltuna Cannery. Only source of protein a busy worker needs. And doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of protein, given they said that they're not actually putting tuna in some of it. So I guess eat at your own risk. Yeah, if you're watching along live here on Twitch, thank you for doing that. And if you want to watch along on YouTube, that's also fine. I'll be uploading all of these parts to YouTube. Like I said, this is the next series I'm going to do. I plan on streaming a lot of games in the near future. I know it's been about a month. Like I said, Cyberpunk was going to be one that I was really looking forward to streaming, but unfortunately it was just too buggy. Things just didn't quite work out. I had to play that off stream and everything. But this one will be streamed in its entirety. Hope you guys like that. And I'm thinking the next series after this, I'm thinking I might do Telltale's The Walking Dead from the first season all the way through the final season. I've done Telltale's Batman before, really enjoyed that, and I think this could be a lot of fun. So
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Hey, you, I'm trying to talk to you.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
What?
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance.
The Resistance? What?
This means he's finally heard the calling. The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Oh, great.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk.
Hey, don't call me simple
All right.
folk.
Listen real close. Automechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the Resistance? Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars. Pray to the law that you never do. A mechanical never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
I feel like I've heard that about a lot of things, and mechanicals are just the newest one. Alright, I'll leave him alone. He's off in his own little world. We'll let him be. Alright, so we've gotten everybody but one to pay up on the gravesite fees. What the hell? How do we lose health? I like how she just casually walks down. Somehow we took damage there. What is this? Looks like some kind of abandoned ship or something. Alright, well, you know we gotta explore, right? Like, I feel like if we don't check this out, it'd be a wasted opportunity. Although, I'm not really seeing a way to... No, we can't get in the water. Oh, that sucks. Well, I was going to explore this thing, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem we're able to. So... moving on. You know, I really hope these guys make another, another Outer Worlds game. Because I thoroughly enjoyed this the first time I played it, and I'm enjoying it now playing it again. So, I think it's going to be fun, and I really hope they do another one of these.
Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Alright.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Oh, okay.
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, well, I believe you found the right man.
Moving out. Coming back.
Alright, let's put the squeeze on our friend here, the barber shop. Maybe threaten him with some germs. Get up close and personal. Threaten to infect him with COVID, you know. Do something here. Gotta get our fees, you know. Alright.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Sounds so weird to go to a barber for disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Only 58%?
Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Ouch, that's pretty harsh.
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Okay.
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
Okay. Alright, let's take a look at this place here.
Hey, that's against regulation.
Hey, calm down.
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh crap, I don't want to be killed on sight by some of these people. Or them have that attitude. What do we have here? This must be Eugene, let me see. Right.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
I don't see why not.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Thank you.
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality.
What?
I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Oh, maybe that's what that other dude's suffering from.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Alright. Well, we finally got that straightened out. Let's upgrade our stuff some more. Let's try and make our guy well-rounded here. Alright, well, let's go back out here, talk to this dude. and then we'll complete this side quest, and then we'll move on to one of our other missions. Maybe we'll go find Vicar Max's band Tex.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Hey, how'd you know?
Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Zombie Eugene. Okay.
Let me know if you find anything. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some Zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Oh.
Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Okay. Oh, crap.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Well, then.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you.